Prime Minister Narendra Modi will formally hand over the indigenously designed light combat helicopter to the Indian Air Force today. This is a major push for the Atmanirbhar Bharat project in the defence sector. The light combat helicopter incorporates advanced technologies and stealth features for effective combat roles. The advanced EW suite will be used in different naval ships, including destroyers as well as frigates. Now, the lch program commenced in the year 2006. The project, worth around $4 billion, had its first flight in 2010. In Bengaluru. Now, the lch is equipped with cutting-edge weaponry, including 20mm cannons, 70mm rockets, MBDA air-to-air missiles. Now, the light combat helicopters are also equipped with anti-radiation missiles. So the light combat helicopter is now battle-ready. India Today brings you an up-close view of India's new Hellbird. We are the only channel to fly in it. Shivarur brings you the full experience.
Say namaste to the light combat helicopter. It doesn't have a formal name yet, but it's already fit and ready for the fight. Developed and test-flown for nearly a decade by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, the light combat helicopter is not just made in India, but custom-built for India's unique battlefield conditions. From the deserts of Rajasthan to the super high altitudes of Ladakh. But what better way to get acquainted with the light combat helicopter than by taking a spin in one? I was invited by HAL's test team to strap into this helicopter and get a never-before taste of what this Swadeshi combat chopper is truly all about. India Today has been invited to be the first journalist team to fly in and experience the light combat helicopter developed and tested by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. This is India's first attack helicopters. It has missiles, it has rockets, it has guns, and we happen to be the first ever media crew who's going to get a taste of the light combat helicopter. For a flight in the LCH, I have to get into the full pilot kit. From overalls to flying boots. Joined by HAL test pilot Wing Commander Subhash John, we walk out onto the airfield to the waiting helicopter, soaking in the unforgiving Bengaluru sun. And it is here that I receive a crucial part of the flying experience I'm about to have. A combat flying helmet equipped with a helmet-mounted sight. An electro-optical system used by pilots to point various weapons at their targets. But more on that in just a bit. First, the inside of the light combat helicopter itself. Constructed with a sleek tandem cockpit rather than the usual side-by-side seats on other helicopter types, the lch from the outside sports a stealthy front profile that also gives adversaries a smaller, harder target to latch onto. Wing Commander Subhash and I belt up, and then the engines come on. The rumble of the twin Shakti turboshaft engines come to life, rapidly turning the rotors into a steady chop. The helicopter is now ready to taxi out. With all checks done and cleared by air traffic control, the LCH gently lifts off. In airspace over Bengaluru, the light combat helicopter is put through a series of maneuvers, demonstrating its agility in the air and carefully customized flying qualities. The effortless handling that Wing Commander Subhash demonstrates at low altitude validates the years of tough flight testing that has gone into refining the LCH into the flying machine it is today. Returning to the tarmac after a 25-minute flight, I've just had the most personal possible tryst with an aircraft that stands on the threshold of Indian military service.
The Prime Minister has a packed schedule today because not just is he handing over the light combat helicopter to the Air Force, he's also taking part and indulging in a mega Bundelkhand outreach in battleground Uttar Pradesh. Prime Minister Modi will be in Jhansi for a mega development blitz in political Pradesh. He will hand over the indigenously built light combat helicopters to the IAF in Jhansi and then will lay the foundation stone for a 400 crore rupees project at Jhansi node of Uttar Pradesh. The Defence Industrial Corridor will produce propulsion systems for the anti-tank guided missiles. Bundelkhand is considered a stronghold of the BJP. The Saffron Party in 2017 assembly polls had won all 19 seats here. Now, this region is also very crucial for the BJP. It can help the party make amends for setbacks in any other region. So this will be a crucial part for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Meanwhile, SP Chief, the former Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Akhilesh Yadav, has stirred a hornet's nest with his Chilam GV jibe. Now, Akhilesh Yadav is on his Vijay Rath Yatra in eastern Uttar Pradesh. He's been campaigning extensively, but he's targeting the UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, referring to his single-colour saffron robes, hasias and religious preachers in Uttar Pradesh up in arms. Kumar Abhishek gets you these details.
एक रंग वाले कहीं जीवन में किसी के रंग नहीं ला सकते। ये चिरंजीवी कभी उत्तर प्रदेश को खुशहाली के रास्ते पे नहीं ले जा सकते।
Akhilesh Yadav lights the Chilam-GV fire in political Pradesh. In his biggest attack on Yogi Adityanath, the Samajwadi Party chief says those smoking Chilam can never do any good for Uttar Pradesh. After Akhilesh Yadav's statement, Chilam has become a smoking hot flashpoint in the Uttar Pradesh dangal. Addressing a poll rally in Ghazipur, Akhilesh didn't mince words in his attack on the chief minister.
कोरोना की बात तो सरकार इसलिए नहीं करेगी क्योंकि माँ गंगा, जो पवित्र माँ गंगा है, जिसको हम सब माँ गंगा मानते हैं, उसमें कितनी लाशें बह गईं। कैसे शर्म से देखेंगे उसको? क्या शर्म नहीं आएगी भारतीय जनता पार्टी को? क्या बात करते हुए नहीं उनको शर्म आएगी कि माँ गंगा से वादा किया था कि माँ गंगा साफ होंगी? आज मुझे बताओ, गोमती साफ हो गई? माँ गंगा के साथ साथ क्या यमुना साफ हो गई? वो बदहाल हमारी वजह से नहीं है, वो हम बदहाल है बाबा मुख्यमंत्री जी की वजह से, क्योंकि उन्हें फुर्सत ही नहीं है, धुआं उड़ाने में।
The sadhus are livid, calling Akhilesh anti-Hindu and demanding an apology.
जिस प्रकार अखिलेश यादव जी ने कल सनातन हिंदू धर्म भगवाधारी सन्यासियों के ऊपर प्रहार किया, यह उनकी कुत्सित मानसिकता को दर्शाता है कि ये अव्वल किस दर्जे तक का हिंदू विरोधी व्यक्ति है।
The remark has snowballed into a major controversy. The BJP has hit back at Akhilesh Yadav.
ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस जब होता है तो जो है वो गलतफहमी पैदा होती है, और गलतफहमी जो है वो सियासी सेहत के लिए ठीक नहीं होती।
वो भूल जाते हैं 2014 में इनको सफा करके बाहर भेज दिया, 2017 में इनको बाहर भेज दिया, सत्ता में थे, 2019 के लोकसभा चुनाव में ये बुआ भतीजे मिल गए, तभी जनता ने इनको खदेड़ दिया। तो यह मुगालते में है।
Bhojpuri actor and politician Dinesh Lal Niraua, who contested against Akhilesh in 2019 polls from Azamgarh, slammed the former UP chief minister.
अखिलेश यादव जी, ये जो एक रंग से आपकी और आपके पार्टी की जो नफरत है वो तो जग जाहिर है, उसमें कुछ कहने की बात नहीं है। आप ऐसे ही अपनी विचारधारा समय समय पे बताते रहिए ताकि धीरे धीरे उन लोगों की भी आंख खुले जो लोग आज भी भ्रम में हैं, उनको भी पता चलता रहे कि आप जिन्ना की विचारधारा वाले आदमी हैं।
Akhilesh's Chilam-GV attack keeps the polarization pot boiling in political Pradesh, while other issues related to development get drowned in the rhetoric. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's focus on the latest updates from poll-bound Punjab now. Just 2 days after reopening, politics over the Kartarpur corridor has erupted. Hours after Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi's visit to Kartarpur yesterday, IAF MLA Raghav Chadha took to Twitter to question both the Punjab government and the centre. Now, Raghav Chadha said that a delegation of the Aam Aadmi Party was denied permission to visit Kartarpur by Prime Minister Modi and CM Channi. The IAF MLA has alleged that there is a tactical understanding between the centre and the Punjab government, between the Prime Minister and the Chief Minister, allowing only Channi to visit the shrine. And Chadha has also alleged that there is a match fixing between the two, which is apparent. Chadha shared pictures of the permission letter from the centre allowing Punjab Congress delegation to visit the shrine between 18th to 20th November.
धार्मिक मुद्दे पर भी कहीं ना कहीं सियासत और राजनीति बीच में आ गई और चन्नी सरकार और मोदी सरकार की एक मैच फिक्सिंग के चलते, मोदी जी और चन्नी जी की एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग के चलते आज आम आदमी पार्टी को रोका जा रहा है। आम आदमी पार्टी को दर्शन तक नहीं करने दिए जा रहे, गुरु महाराज के दरबार में मत्था तक नहीं टेकने दिया जा रहा है। ये बहुत अनफॉर्चुनेट है, बहुत दुखद है कि आज ऐसे मुद्दे पर भी सियासत हो रही है।
After more than 20 months since the COVID outbreak, the Kartarpur Sahib Shrine is open now to the public, and Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi, along with his cabinet, visited the revered holy shrine. One Congress Neta, however, was conspicuous with his absence, none other than Navjot Singh Sidhu.
Nearly 20 months after the COVID pandemic broke out, the Kartarpur Shrine in Pakistan reopens for the devotees. Over 2,500 Indian Sikhs crossed the Wagah border to offer prayers on the birth anniversary celebrations of Guru Nanak. The devotees included Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi and his cabinet.
ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਕਰਤਾਰਪੁਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਦਰ ਤੇ ਚੱਲੇ ਆਂ। ਲਾਂਘਾ ਖੁੱਲਿਆ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਨ ਵੀ ਹੈ। ਜੋ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਅਰਦਾਸਾਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ। ਲਾਂਘਾ ਦੁਬਾਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਖੁੱਲਿਆ। ਇਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਮੈਂ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਹੋਮ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਦਾ।
ਸਮੂਹ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਲੈਵਾ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲਿਆ। ਆ ਕੇ ਇਸ ਸਥਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਇੱਕ ਸਕਾਰਾਤਮਕ ਊਰਜਾ ਦਾ ਅਨੁਭਵ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ।
While the Congress's top leaders reached Kartarpur, one prominent face was missing, and that was Navjot Singh Sidhu, the chief of the Punjab Congress.
A delegation of the Congress party led by the Punjab Chief Minister has gone in, and like you said, ironic it is that the PCC chief Navjot Singh Sidhu hasn't gone in today. There is no clarity as to why he couldn't be part of the delegation. It is said that he hasn't got permission, but he will likely get permission on November 20th to go in. But it is definitely very surprising given that Navjot Singh Sidhu was in fact part of the groundbreaking ceremony of the Kartarpur corridor.
Not just the Congress party, even the opposition Aam Aadmi Party leaders from Punjab are aiming to go to the Kartarpur Sahib.
A delegation of the Aam Aadmi Party comprising of the Member of Parliament of the Aam Aadmi Party, Bhagwant Mann Saab, along with the state in charge for the Punjab unit, the state co-in charge for the Punjab unit, as well as all MLAs of the Aam Aadmi Party of Punjab Legislative Assembly, will be going on the 19th of November, which is the holy occasion, the auspicious occasion of Guru Parab, to Shri Kartarpur Sahib. We will go and bow down before the Almighty, before Guru Maharaj in his darbar.
Kartarpur Sahib is not just a matter of faith this year. It assumes political significance as the state gears up for crucial assembly elections in less than 4 months from now. Government at the centre, by permitting this pilgrimage to the shrine in Pakistan, has reached out to the Sikh community, as many of them had been upset with the Bharatiya Janata Party over the farm laws. With Paulami Saha, Bureau Report, India Today.
There's a heavy rain alert again in the city of Chennai and several other parts of Tamil Nadu. The Met Department has predicted more rain also for the next few hours. Chennai and many other parts of Tamil Nadu received heavy rainfall in the last 24 hours, prompting the district collector to shut schools and colleges for the day. Firefighters rescued 11 people by boat, including 5 children, from rain-soaked houses. This was in Tirupur district. The Met Department has said that the depression over the southwest Bay of Bengal is likely to cross Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh coasts and is expected to intensify today. All coastal districts are on red alert. If you look at the situation in Andhra, Tirupati is in bad shape. It's received heavy rainfall leading to flooding also. Andhra Chief Minister Jagannath Reddy has directed authorities to be vigilant and take necessary measures. The historic Tirumala Tirupati also is completely inundated. Welcome back. The NEET PG aspirants are suffering at the hands of policymakers. Their admissions and counselling have been on hold till the Supreme Court decides on the plea against 27% reservation for OBC and 10% reservation for the economically weaker sections in medical seats. Here are those details.
They have been the lifeline of the nation during the world's deadliest pandemic. Young doctors who were at the forefront of the war against COVID-19 are now suffering. The pandemic led to several delays in the NEET exams for undergraduate and postgraduate levels. Now postgraduate admissions are stuck after the government's move to add 27% reservation for OBCs and 10% for economically weaker sections in NEET PG. The decision is under judicial review after medical students opposed to the quota moved the Supreme Court.
This exam was supposed to actually happen on January 10th around of this year, but due to the prevailing circumstances, it got first delayed to April, then a further delay to September. Okay, so, but we had actually filled the forms for this exam somewhere in December of last year. The seats open for the unreserved, which is merit seats because it's unreserved. Anyone can take it, irrespective of caste or creed or basically anything, had actually dropped below 50%.
Here is the crux. Last year in 2020, there were 6,800 seats for general category. After the government order this year, there would be only 3,600 unreserved seats. Aspiring candidates waiting to start their specializations, meanwhile, are in a fix.
हम लोग पहले से ही प्रेशर में थे और पहले से ही अफेक्टेड थे मेंटली फिजिकली जो भी कह लीजिए. उसके बाद नीट पीजी की डेट आई तो थोड़ा सा रिलीविंग फील हुआ कि चलो अब हम लोगों की रिजल्ट आएगी, काउंसलिंग होगी और एडमिशन प्रोसेस शुरू होगा. रिजल्ट भी आ गई, इसके बाद काउंसलिंग नहीं हो रही है. तो सबसे पहले काउंसलिंग नहीं हो रही है तो मैं तो ये कहना चाहूँगा कि ये जो रिजर्वेशन है, ये रिजर्वेशन सबसे मेरे पर्सनली रिजर्वेशन होना नहीं चाहिए पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन लेवल पे.
देखिए 1.5 साल का डिले हो गया है तो उसमें प्रॉब्लम्स तो काफ़ी आई हैं. बीच में लोग प्रिपेयर कर रहे थे, फिर कोविड आ गया, किसी ने क्लासेस ज्वाइन की हुई थी, कोई जॉब कर रहा था, तो इट वाज वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट फॉर ईच एंड एवरी वन ऑफ अस कि साथ साथ कोविड भी चल रहा है और फिर पढ़ाई भी कर लें.
A year-long delay has led the NEET postgraduate aspirants to fathom what should be the future course of action. Meanwhile, seniors are also overworked as there have been no juniors coming on board. All eyes on the Supreme Court hearing, but the bigger question remains, should there be reservations even in post-graduation courses of the NEET for medical seats? With Ankit Singh in New Delhi, Milan Sharma for India Today.
And with that, I'm slipping into a short break here on First Up. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead and stay tuned to us here on India Today for all the latest news and updates.